Hi, this is Ravindra Gavande, and today on 20th of November 2020, I am telling you a story. Story number 6, The Shackles of Limitations. There was a merchant in Arab country who was who actually purchased 20 camels, and he took the camels inside a tent, and it was time of the night that they wanted to tie up the camels to the poles which were available there, and keep the camels there, take a night's sleep, and in the morning they would get up and start walking towards their hometown. So they started tying up the camels' legs to the poles which were available there. They finished with 19 camels, and when the turn of the 20th camel came, they found that they did not have a chain for tying up that camel's leg to the pole. And the camels were very strong, and this merchant was worried whether the camel will run away in the night in the desert or what. The merchant went to a wise man in the village and asked him what to do. So that wise man came there and asked them whether they have some rope to tie the camel. They said, okay, we have the rope, but the camel is so strong that the rope won't survive there. The wise man said, no worries, just bring the rope. And then the wise man tied the camel with the rope, and that time he made some noise of the next camel's chain, and then he said, now don't worry, the camel won't run away. And he went off. The whole night this merchant could not sleep because he was thinking, what will happen to that camel? The rope was not so strong as to bind that camel. The camel was very strong, and it could easily break that rope. But then the night passed and morning came, and the camel was there as it is. The camel did not run away. The merchant was surprised, and the merchant again went to that wise man and started asking that wise man, Sir, the rope was not at all sufficient for binding that camel to the pole. But then, how did this happen? I never thought that this would happen. The wise man said, I made some noise of the chain in the background, and I tied the rope to the camel. The camel thought that it was a chain because it was always uh, held there with a chain right from its childhood. When the camel was not so strong, when the camel was a child, the camel was tied with a strong chain, and the camel tried hard to run away from there, but it could not run. So slowly the camel gave up. It gave up the effort to run away from there, and it started thinking that it has to stand near the pole all his life. And then when I tied the rope to the camel, camel thought it was a chain, and camel always thought that whenever something like that is tied to its leg, it has to stand there and not run away. Well, that is the story about the camel. But the story about us is that we have a lot of shackles of limitations that we carry right from our childhood. That my complexion is dark, that I went to so and so school, that I went to so and so college, that I did my MBA or course from such and such institute. Lot of shackles we carry inside our mind right from our childhood. That we are weak in this matter, we are not so good in so and so thing, and we carry those shackles throughout our life, and we tell ourselves that we have to live with those shackles. We have to live with those shackles throughout our life. I think we need to understand that these are just the shackles, and we are, as we grow up, we are strong enough to throw away those shackles, break off from those shackles, and live the life that we want to live. Thank you.